Welcome back to my channel. It's Javier. Today we're going to be doing another HorrorPack unboxing. As you may have noticed, my face is not in this video. I just received this and I really don't want to take the time to edit like a video. I really would just kind of like to get this unboxed right away. So yeah, we're going to do this handheld style. Now for those of you who do not know, HorrorPack is a monthly subscription service, horror based of course, where you pay $19.99 or $19.90, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's $19.99 for 4 horror based Blu-rays, or $24.99 for 4 horror uh, sorry. It's $19.99 for 4 horror based DVDs and $24.99 for 4 horror based Blu-rays. It's actually a really neat service. Now, the one thing with HorrorPack, it is hit or miss. They do um, one limited edition Blu-ray and DVD. And with those, it's usually hit or miss. You never know what you're going to get with those. But, I guess that's a thing with this whole box. It's kind of like a big surprise. Plus, if you're a big horror fan and collector, this is definitely a good way to keep building your collection. But before we do get into this unboxing, I just want to take time. I want to have a moment of silence in honor of George Floyd. So we're going to do that. All right. So here we go. All right. Here we go. It's still in the package. And these are going to be at random. So the first one we have here, Blood-Sucking Bastards. Alright. Alright, looks like we got a Scream Factory release here. Alright, let's get into this. An action-packed vampire comedy in the vein of Office Space and Shaun of the Dead. Blood-Sucking Bastards stars Fran Kranz as Evan Sanders, a dutiful and overworked employee stuck at a soul-killing corporation with his beautiful girlfriend Amanda and his slacker best friend Tim. Evan's world begins to crumble when Amanda dumps him and his boss Ted hands his coveted promotion to nemesis Max. But just when Evan's convinced that life couldn't bite any harder, his office mates start going through disturbing changes and bodies begin to pile up. Evan must find a way to stop the evil brewing amidst the cubicles and water coolers, win back Amanda, and rescue his workplace pals before his life and career go from dead end to just dead. Alright, well, Blood-Sucking Bastard, it sounds like a fun movie. I guess in a way it kind of sounds like, it's that one movie. It sounds like kind of like the Belko experiment. I guess we'll see. Sounds decent though. Right, moving on. Alright, looks like we got The Exorcist 3. First time on Blu-ray. Must be a very, very old Blu-ray. Alright. A woman crawls by unnoticed on the ceiling like a fly. A long dead killer claims victim after victim. Flames erupt, snakes slither, and the ground opens and reveals a writhing, I'm pretty sure that's how you say that, plot of the damned. The evil is back. Also backed the creative force whose novel and Oscar-winning screenplay shaped the trailblazing The Exorcist, adapting his novel Legion. William Peter Blatty writes and directs The Exorcist 3, a jolting foray into terror that begins where the first film ended. George C. Scott plays police officer Lieutenant Kinderman investigating mysterious murders. Kinderman doesn't believe in demons and possession, not yet. Jason Miller reprises his priestly role from the original, and look for Samuel L. Jackson, pro basketball pro basketball's Patrick Ewing, and more bit role surprises. Alright, so I've never seen this one. I've only ever seen the first two. And I'm gonna hit you guys with a little bit of an unpopular opinion. I'm of the minority that actually didn't like the first Exorcist movie. I just kind of found it boring. Funny thing, every time I try to watch that movie, I always end up falling asleep at the same scene. I think I've only ever finished a whole movie once, but yeah, I did not like that. And another unpopular opinion, Exorcist 2, I actually did enjoy. I'm sure I'm gonna get some hate for that in the comments. Hopefully not, though. It's just my personal opinion. There you go. Exorcist 3. Next, looks like we got the HorrorPack limited edition Blu-ray Bong of the Living Dead. Oh boy. Does this sound like a good movie? Alright, let's see what it has to say. A story of 5 friends who share both a love of pot and a lifelong dream to see the zombie apocalypse become reality. But when the undead actually rise to gruesomely and hilarious... Oh, sorry. Sometimes I do that. But when the undead actually rise to gruesomely eat the living, the group discovers it's not all corpse killing montages and mall raids, and that their relationships will be pushed to the limit if they're going to survive. Alright. A well crafted and fun piece of genre blending cinema. Emulates with love films like Clerks and Shaun of the Dead while bringing its own originality and flavor to the genre. I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan of horror comedies, especially ones with this kind of title. This tells me that the movie might not even be that great, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a watch anyways. I may review this, let you guys know how it is. Alright. Now, last but not least, ooh, this one has a slipcover. It's always a plus. The Forest. Alright, so I have seen this movie already before. I saw this when it first came out on Blu-ray. I honestly, this is one of those movies that I really did not enjoy. For a movie that's supposed to be about the suicide forest, I was expecting it to be a lot more creepier than this. This is definitely one of those generic horror movies that can, just a popcorn movie. Honestly, wasn't that scary, and of course, this movie is pretty much about a woman. She learns that her sister got lost in the suicide forest or disappeared, so she of course goes looking for her in the suicide forest, and yeah, that's the premise. Some creepy stuff happens, but honestly, this movie wasn't that great for a movie being about that forest. So, well, you know what? I don't completely hate this movie, so yeah. Well, there we go. We got The Forest with the slipcover, Bong of the Living Dead, The Exorcist 3, which I'm sort of excited to watch. and Blood-Sucking Bastards. I actually think I'm excited to watch this one the most. It sounds kind of interesting. Guess we'll see. So as always, if you have seen any of these movies, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of any of these. Forest, Bong of the Living Dead, Exorcist 3, and Blood-Sucking Bastards. If you haven't seen them, but you want to watch them, link, I'll link the, sorry, I can't talk right now. Alright, if you're interested in watching any of these movies, I'll link some Amazon pages so that you guys could check these out. And I think The Forest might actually be on Netflix, so you guys might be able to watch that on there. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.